All right, team. How's everybody doing today? Today is Friday, the end of the week. Hope everyone is having a good trading week and a good week overall today. What is it? There we go. Let me fix that. But yeah, I hope everyone is having a good trading week and a good week overall today. SPY's actually very volatile this morning. You can see it's gapping up from 293.20s all the way to the 296.20s. So a big gap up here, about $3 in the overall market. And so let's keep pushing stream. All right, yeah, I'll post my watch list here as well. We got a decent amount of stuff moving on my list this morning. So I'll go ahead and post my watch list too. Like I said, let me know what you're moving today, or let me know what you're watching today, team, and we'll compare what we got. Um, all right, now I have RBS, we got AMD, we got PCG, we got FAST, we have FRO, we got Roku here, we have Tesla, Netflix. Basically, most of the overall market stuff. Gonna throw MU in there. We'll look at the cannabis stocks. Actually, I haven't looked at those yet this morning. CGC and Cron. I mean, they're gapping down, but I'll probably watch those too. And then if we look at gap down specifically here, we got YNDX with the big gap down. That one should be tradable. We got we're gonna have the TVIX and all the inverse volatility ETFs that are gapping down because the market is moving up some today. SOXS, which is, I believe, the microchip ETF. TZA, SQQQ. Hey, Carol, can you throw me some coffee up there?
Where's my keys?
Can you throw me some coffee in real quick? Please. Alright, if not, it's alright. Carol rejected me on the coffee request. It hurts. It hurts. Alright. Sorry, guys, I'm running late this morning. We got JNUG, we got TECS here, we got SPXS. So overall, the market's very volatile today. Big gap up in the overall market, and the SPY here, it's up to 296s. Maybe we'll test 300 today. I doubt it, but we'll see. We'll watch that one at least. And yeah, this is my watch list so far, really. Let me know what you're watching. That's basically it right now. Let's see if Mitch can get in here so we can make me some coffee. Or not Mitch. So I can go make myself some coffee. Yep. What's up, Paul? What's up, Kangster? What's up, Foob? But yeah, looking at the market, guys, like I said, market very volatile. SPY overall is very volatile today. What's up, team? We'll start looking up some news in a minute. I'm going to go make myself some coffee. I'll be right back. All right, team, I am back. What's up, guys? Kay Gifford says, wow, just a year ago, TLRY was the hot trender at $300. Now it's at $20. If you remember, I don't think you were watching the stream a year ago, but watching the stream a year ago, or during the stream a year ago, I specifically said how I thought TLRY was way too high, and people doubted me. People compared TLRY to Chipotle, and I just said I just didn't think that it was a established enough company to be at $300 a share, and then eventually now it's back at 20. So yeah. What's up, Rel? What's up, bro? What's up, Paul? Steven? Michael? John. My name is John. What's up, bro? Yeah, Rel was here. Rel heard it. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, I called this one out. Like, no. I guess maybe I am. But yeah, I called that one out, man. But yeah, Spies did it down. I had to give my daughter some good advice this morning. So my wife did my daughter's hair last night, and she gave her a perm, and it's like super fluffy. And my daughter's really embarrassed about it because she has to go to school with it this morning. And the best advice I could give my daughter was that when you get to school, if people make fun of you, the best thing you can do is make fun of yourself and laugh with them, right? If you get super self-conscious about it and get really weird about it, they're going to target you more, and it's going to be way harder on you, where everybody loves somebody that can laugh at themselves. So that's the advice I had to give my daughter this morning with her hair. She's so worried about it right now, but they just left. So that's why I'm a little bit late this morning. I've been giving fatherly advice. But yeah, Roku up big from 116 to 124. We got IAC here. That looks all right. IAC gapping up big range, but expensive stock. HSBC gapping up some. We'll watch this one. Not the most volume, but we'll keep an eye on it. And then we just got a bunch of other stocks that are moving with the overall market, like AMD specifically. This one's gapping up with the SPY here. We got MU, same thing, gapping up with the SPY. We got FAST, F-A-S-T, gapping up from 3102 to 34. We got STM. We got FRO. Gapping up some, looks all right. We got MT. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Let me know. Like I said, we got some gap downs here. Like YNDX is gapping down big. I'll keep an eye on that one. Maybe we'll look for a bounce or something of the sorts. And then we have a bunch of volatility ETFs, UVXY, TVIX, inverse volatility ETFs that are moving some. I said the same thing about Soli too, and Soli went a little bit too high. Yeah, that's right, man. That's what I had to tell her. I said, look, people, for some reason, like people get really self-conscious about stuff. The best thing you can do is make fun of yourself. The best thing you can do. You know, if you laugh with them, they'll understand that you're not a target that they can kind of push down. You know, you laugh at yourself, you make fun of yourself with them, and then they'll have no ammo because you've already made fun of yourself. That's how you do it. That way, and kids are cruel, man. Kids are cruel, and that's the best advice I can give her. Like if we relate it to me and somebody says, "Man, John, you suck as a trader," I could say, "Yeah, I do suck, man. I do suck as a trader, man." You know, and then like, what can they say? They can't say anything. We got BBBY on the list here. I might watch Bed Bath and Beyond again today. Yeah, I don't like bank stocks either. Like I've never traded bank stocks, like BAC, all of that stuff. I've just never been good at it, never done well with it, with any of the bank stocks. Although if you look at some of these, they do have some nice bounces. I guess these are such they're big influenced by the market stocks. Like a lot of these are so influenced by the overall market and the sector that it's kind of like trading the market to a certain extent. That's the only reason I don't like them. I just never traded them well. Yeah, man. That was the ending of 8 Mile. Right, that's right, man. Hey, I grew up in the early 2000s. I was a young teenager in the early 2000s, you know? Maybe that's what influenced it, you know? Yeah, I mean, so basically my wife's idea was to put my daughter's hair in braids last night, so my daughter slept with like braids. And then and her plan was when she woke up this morning to undo the braids, and she would have like a curly hair permish type of style, right? And so that's what they did. But when they took the braids out, it was just super, you know. And I don't know if you were to leave it to me. Hold on. Emergency alert! Tornado warning. What? Ever since I watched the movie Twister, man, I hate tornadoes. I'm like a big wimp with tornadoes. Most unrealistic fear ever. But ever since that movie Twister, man, that damn movie Twister, I hate tornadoes. But yeah, when they took the braids out, it was just, you know. What can you do? I tell if you left it up to me, I'd probably tell her to brush it. But apparently my wife says brushing it's only going to make it worse. But yeah, I'm going to watch Fast, F-A-S-T here. F-A-S-T, gapping up from 3102 to 3407. It doesn't look bad, about a $3 gap up. And yeah, I'm going to watch AMD, MU, microchip, cannabis stocks like I generally do. When I'm trading fades and bounces, it's almost always going to be cannabis and microchip stocks. Those are the ones that I typically perform the best with. But I'm a little bit more pushy with it if it does a fake out fade as opposed to a regular VWAP fade. So we'll see what we get. Not a bad morning though. We got SES as well. SES looks solid. I'm gonna go make my coffee team, and then we'll start looking up some news. Yeah, Richard. I guess so, but the chances of me getting hit by a tornado and severely injured by one are pretty low, man. That's what I'm saying. It's unrealistic. Like, of course they're dangerous, but I mean, I live in Texas. I mean, there's tornadoes here, but they're not like it's not like I'm in Kansas or anything. And it's just a very small percentage of people are ever going to be injured by a tornado. So for that reason, it's unrealistic in my opinion. I'm gonna go make my coffee. I'll be right back, and we'll go over the news. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. All right, so yeah, we're looking at SES. Apparently, I just read the news silently. Right, at least once a week. Hey, everybody in our Discord, did this Rory guy just send out a mass message to everybody? Did you get a message from Rory too in our Discord from Rory as well? Because if you did, I got to ban this dude. You can't send out mass messages here. It's part of the rules. So somebody in our Discord, see if this Rory guy just plugged his Discord to everybody here. Because again, I got to boot him out if he did. I know. Thank you, team, for your devotion and letting me know I was muted. Thank you, team. All right. So yeah, so SES here. SES. I already went over the news, but I guess I talked about it. I was talking to myself. So SES is up after it acquired Australian Future Energy for $36 million. So a big-time acquisition of a $36 million purchase of Australian Future Energy for SES, and it's gapping up to show it from 180s to 340s. Looks solid here. You got a crypto thing, Fubar? You got a message. It's from Rory. All right, well this dude's done. He's out of here. All right, let me get him out. All right, bro. Now I gotta find him and kick him out. Dang it, man. Why do people always try to take advantage of my kindness? Yeah, but it's like, how do I kick this dude out if, like, so... There he is. Ban. Alright. It's done. I mean, it's not evil. You just gotta ask me, man. If you're, I got 1,000 members, or I got over 1,000 people in my Discord. If you're sending every single one an individual message trying to plug your own content without asking me, I mean, you gotta know you're gonna get banned eventually, man. All right. So yeah, SES big time purchase here. We also have ACRS, ACRS gapping up some here, and this one is up after the company announced it has divested Rhofade. The divestiture of Rhofade is a key component of Aclaris' recent announced strategic plan to refocus resources on the development of its immunoinflammatory development programs. So interesting for ACRS, and it's gapping up from 119 to 145. We also have VOXX here that's on this list. And this list is brought to you by BZ Newswires. I don't like VOXX. We're just going to move on from this one. Just too boring and dull. We could look at BURG gapping up after the company reported a merger with Sonnet Biotherapeutics. We got RBS. RBS, the Royal Bank of Scotland. Sounds very prestigious. This one's gapping up with no catalyst that I can see. We got NAT here. NAT gapping up from 380s to 410s. Not any catalyst today specifically. I think both of those had some news earlier in the week that they're probably still a little volatile from. BNTX gapping up from 1420s to 1450s, but it basically filled most of that gap and came all the way back down today. It priced its IPO at $15 per ADS, and so this must be a recent IPO. Yeah, so apparently this one IPO'd yesterday, I guess. We'll see what happens with it. And then again, we have FAST here. FAST gapping up from 3102 to 3127s. It's since, I talked about this one this morning, but it's since started to push up to test that pre-market high right here. That level specifically looks interesting right here. If it breaks over there, see if it's actually going to hold that level or not. What was the big mover yesterday that broke levels? Was it BBBY? Yeah, it was BBBY. And then it got rejected right there too. So I guess I'll watch BBBY today. It's still pretty volatile. But this one had good news from yesterday for BBBY. So we'll keep an eye on that one. We also have SAP here. SAP gapping up after the company announced third quarter results in pre-market and disclosed the chief executive Bill McDermott is stepping down. Apparently people like that because it's down some. And then we got Roku here, which was upgraded, I believe. Yeah, RBC Capital upgraded them to a outperform and raised the price target to $155 for Roku. All right, then we got CRC. Keeping an eye on CRC. Those are the gap ups. Now let's look at the gap downs. Big gap down. Really, the only gap down I'm really watching aside from VIVE here is YNDX. YNDX gapping down here. This is the first one on the gap down list, but that one looks boring. How did they not have... Oh, there it is. There's no catalyst for YNDX? No stress. I guess we could look up the catalyst somewhere else for YNDX. But big gap down for this one. I don't know. I don't see any catalyst for this one. I don't know. And so, yeah, now we're just going to look at the overall market news today. All right, so if we look at the SPY here, like I said, very volatile, bullish day in the overall market. At least it was. So it's up about, looks like about $2.75 right now, $2.75 right now. So it's right around $2.96, the whole dollar. And this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stocks were set for a sharply higher open Friday as traders cheered apparent progress in trade talks still underway in Washington between the U.S. and China. You know, sometimes, let me pause this for a second. Sometimes I feel like both sides, the Chinese side and the U.S. side, are both just trying to be, they're intentionally being skeptical of the other one. And like very openly skeptical of the other one, right? But then they do some talk, so maybe they'll get worked. I know they probably dislike each other with the whole trade war, but seems ridiculous if you think about it. Anyways, back down to this. Dow futures are up 1%, and this is from MT Newswires. Quote, Dow futures increased 1%, S&P futures up 1%, NASDAQ futures rose 1.1%, and then it says U.S. President Donald Trump is expected to meet China's top negotiator, Vice Premier Li He, on Friday. Speaking to reporters on Thursday, Trump described the first day of talks as, quote, very good. Meanwhile, Bloomberg on Friday reported that a Chinese regulator has issued a timetable under which there will be an end to the foreign ownership caps in financial services firms in China. Oil prices are up this morning as well. Oil prices climbed. U.S. West Texas Intermediate futures are up 1.4%. We're following reports of an explosion on board an Iranian oil tanker. And so, yeah, that's the news this morning, end quote. And again, all of that is from MT Newswires on Thinkorswim. But, yeah, that's the morning we got today. Like I said, you got anything specific you want me to look at, let me know. We got PCG here. PCG, I know I just went over the market news, but we got PCG, which is starting to move up some. We'll keep an eye on that one, too. But, yeah, pretty volatile morning. I like it for a Friday. We got Mitch here. Let's get Mitch in here. It always pops Mitch's screen up here. Yep, there it is. Yo, what's up, man? Yo. What's up, bro? What's up, man? All right, guys, let me make sure you can hear Mitch. Let me see. There he is.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, man, dude, I used to be good at a yo. I could rock the cradle. I could do all types of tricks.
Hey,
Back in fifth grade, bro. Back in fifth grade, I was the coolest kid with the yo-yo, man.
Walking the dog. Walking
Yep,
the dog.
right. I could do that. I could rock the cradle. I could do all that stuff, man. I show my daughter. My daughter's like, "Wow." I'm like, "Yep, I'm cool. I'm a cool dad." You know.
Eh, they have some good ones now too. Those things spin for
I
hours.
know, man.
They're saying no sound for me.
Oh, nah, he's got sound now. He's got
Uh,
sound now.
oh yeah, it's just a
Sorry.
little delayed probably.
Yeah.
We're good.
All right, team.
All right, guys, what's going on today? What's going on?
Bullish market, man. Bullish market. Spies up.
Well,
296s.
well, we're in the market of catalyst. Yeah, man. Well, good news so far for trade talks.
All right, so
Question is, how much are we pricing in already?
I don't
That's
know,
the
man.
question.
Yeah,
That's the question. This is a price in move.
right.
This is what we call priced in move. When you already have what's called an implied news, the market has a tendency of moving before the actual move even happens. And so this is, I think, what we're seeing right now. The market's looking good
Yep.
right now. As of right now, this moment, the market is looking good. It's
Market is
holding up.
strong.
It broke out through 294.50s and then just really started getting some drive up there. It went up to 296 really quickly. And now the next level we need to look to see if it's going to get above is going to be the 298.50.
So wait, I look like. Wait, what's his name on Avatar? My kids love that movie. I should know this. Sorry, man. And wait, what's his name? What's the wheelchair guy's name from Avatar, man? Is it Jake Sully? I look like Jake Sully, or Mitch looks like Jake Sully? Because honestly, I've heard a lot of different things about who I look like. I've had people that say, and I'm not trying to say that I said this because I don't think I actually look like him. I've had somebody say I look like Bradley Cooper, which I don't think I do. And then Ethan Hawke is another one. And I know you're probably like, oh, you're just saying like, you know, good looking actors. But it's like, no, people have said this about me. But yeah, so many gap ups. AMD gapping up. We got BBBY gapping up some. Spy gapping up. Yeah, I don't know anybody's name from Avatar, man. Avatar's a good movie, though. People hate on Avatar. I rock with Avatar, man. I like it. SES. Look at SES. I don't think we could trade that one. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't trade anymore yesterday. I just took my little $50 hit. About break even on the week, but I'm going to take some swings this morning. Like 500 to 1,000 shares is what I'm going to be trading with. Yeah, I'm right around $600. Almost exactly at 600. Still got a lot of room. But yeah. Yeah, Paulo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you're ever really honest with yourself about what you actually look like, though. You know, I think you always try to make yourself. You always think that you're. I think people generally think they're more attractive than they actually are, and I think that it's probably biological that we do that. But yeah, look at Roku, man. Roku looks solid. Gapping up from 116s to 120s. We'll watch that. AMD. Well, a lot of stuff's gapping up just because of the overall market. And I'll watch BBBY again, but when I look at BBBY, it never really trades like I like it to. Like when I look at stocks, like I want to see stocks that fade and bounce on average a solid amount, and BBBY just does it. It never follows through with bounces. It never follows through with fades. It's just one of those stocks that, while it looks volatile lately, it doesn't really work for my style of trading. It just kind of crosses over and under the VWAP, which makes it very difficult for my style. And so, yeah, AMD, on the other hand, is generally a little bit better here. Although yesterday it doesn't look like it was much better. Sam Worthington, his name. But yeah, look, this is what we want to see with like fading stocks, like stocks that fade. You want to see why I trade AMD is because if you look at AMD, this is one of those stocks that just kind of pivots back to the VWAP, and you could just short this thing with a really tight risk every time it bounces to the VWAP some days, and it continues to do it. There's other stocks that just don't do it that well. It's one of the reasons why I watch microchip and cannabis stocks is because the long-term trend of these stocks is generally favorable for fades and bounces, and so that's kind of why I keep an eye on these. Like CGC, you can see it fades and bounces a ton. Cron, same thing, and so that's generally why I watch these like that. Other stocks just cross over under the VWAP, and so they're just not as favorable in my opinion for some of that stuff. LYG is another one. Lloyd's Banking Group. This one might be tradable even though it's like less than $3. No, it's not. RBS is tradable though. And so I'll probably watch RBS. It just depends. Like looking back on it, it had pretty low volume before today. And so we'll see. Rite Aid, Matt? Is anybody trading Rite Aid? Let me look. I mean, I don't generally trade Rite Aid, and the reason I don't usually trade it is because it kind of has a small range, right? Like a lot of times, like it's very rare to find Rite Aid move more than like 50 cents in a day. Most of the time, Rite Aid, maybe that's a little bit too tight. It's very rare to find RAD move more than like 75 cents in a day. And so with that, like the reason I don't like trading these high float stocks, like these really high float small range stocks, and I don't even know what the float of Rite Aid is, but specifically small range stocks, the reason I don't like trading them is because I'm going to be paying more in commissions. Because if the range is smaller, I have to take larger share size to get the same gains that I typically would, and that's going to cost me way more in commissions. And so I think that it's best just to find kind of medium cap stocks that have a good enough range to where I don't need to go super crazy with share size. Because again, the tighter the range, the bigger the sizing I'll have to take to make the same type of gain, and the more commission I'll ultimately pay in the process. So that's probably why I haven't traded Rite Aid that much. We'll watch PCG though. I mean, PCG, if it breaks over this 810 level, 812 level that it's kind of battling right here, it may get interesting. Like right here, that might be okay. If we can break over that for PCG. Again, though, I think long term. I've got a VWAP scanner, Richard. I've heard the names, cousin. I don't know exactly.
Choo. We'll be watching MIK. Look at that gap up.
I could kind of see Dan Fogelberg. I could kind of see that. He looks like kind of some of the family members that I have, so I could kind of see Dan Fogelberg. I could kind of, that's like the only person anybody's ever said that I might look like him, and I actually kind of do, I think. Who is paying commissions? I mean, I am. Anybody that's in a no PDT platform is paying commissions. That's what I'm saying. Like people are bringing the fight over here, And it's like, look, I want free commissions on TEFs too, but it's unlikely, Like SureTrader, if SureTrader starts offering free commissions, maybe we'll have a little bit better shot. But what's up, Mitch? What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. Just hanging out.
Yeah.
Ready to see what happens today in the market.
Yeah, man. All right. So, yeah. What's everybody's main watch today? How come you or Mitch haven't switched to one of the free commission brokers yet? Because we still have to follow PDT rule. with that, right? Like people keep asking, but think about it like this, right? Even with zero commissions on these platforms, even if you use a cash account, like say I wanted to day trade with no PDT rule on Thinkorswim with less than $25,000 in my account, right? It's not only just using a cash account. You could say, well, I can just put $2,000 in cash into Thinkorswim, and then that will let me day trade with the cash account on Thinkorswim. There's a few reasons that I can't do that. The number one is I'm very short biased a lot of the time, and I'm not going to be able to short. The second one is that even if I use a cash account on these platforms, I'm still going to be restricted by the T2 rule, the T plus 2 rule, which stands for the transaction plus 2 days. It's a SEC rule that states that you have to wait 2 days after the transaction date for your funds from that transaction to be settled back into your account, right? And so if I spend $1,000 on a trade, say I buy 1,000 shares of a $1 stock, right? That $1,000 is not going to go back into my account for 2 days, right? So if I only have $1,000 to $2,000 in my account, then half of my buying power is completely gone. I'm not going to be able to trade that much. I'm only going to be able to trade long, and so I think the no commissions are great. I think it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great thing. I think it's great for traders. I think the battle to zero is great, but it's just I day trade too much and I short too much to be able to do that. Unless I had like 5 to 10 grand to put into it, it's just not going to be worth it for me. It's just not going to be worth it.
Yeah, my goal is like, can we lower capital taxes? Capital gain taxes?
Yeah.
Let's not lower commissions.
Yeah, I mean, I'm for it, but again, I think that you're going to be paying for it in other ways as well.
Yeah. Make my taxes easier.
Yeah, man.
I'm not too stressed about the commissions.
I mean, like I said, TEF's commissions are like they don't play that big of a factor. Like, of course, I don't want commissions, but I think that in the end, like, there's still like, if you're gonna day trade with no PDT rule with less than 25K, there's only a few options. None of them are offering free commissions at this time. It's unfortunate.
I mean, we could just state it like this. Commission is really, I think, a target towards smaller accounts than it is towards bigger accounts. Bigger accounts can pay commissions, and it usually doesn't affect them as much. Smaller accounts can't. That's why they're giving you access so that you can get it. But the only problem is that you're still going to run into either the two-day rule or the PDT rule,
Right.
and then so essentially it just becomes we could say like a Robinhood with a platform.
Right. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And that's okay. But again, it's not for my style of trading. It doesn't work. Yeah, it just doesn't work for me.
It helps, but it's not like just the overall grail. And one of the things that I'm concerned about is since they're getting cheaper on their commissions, what's going to falter in their platforms because of this? Are they going to hold the same execution speed? Are they going to lower
fills and the spread is what
their fills?
Yeah.
And then that's what a lot of people are concerned about is because of free commissions, there's going to be actually more algorithmic volume, more flooding of the market, and thus giving us retail advantage less.
It's going to go down, right? Our edge is going to go down because there's going to be more algorithms trading, which is a huge aspect that we're not really remembering or we're not really thinking about. Right.
Yeah.
It's a huge
It's not
aspect.
on our mind.
Right.
I think it's something that I heard over the last night when I was watching some videos, and I think it's extremely important. People are forgetting that this could actually be a negative thing. We're already competing with kind of systems putting in really, really tiny amounts of shares and what we call flooding the market. And now, I mean, you got to think about it. Even market makers are probably going to get to the point where they can mess with the spread a little bit more because of this.
Right.
It's just a liquidity thing. If you flood the market more, eventually things don't move consistently. when the market's over flooded.
Right. Hey guys, go check out Trade Ideas. You can use promo code BT15 at checkout. I forgot to plug them this morning, but yeah, go check them out. Best scanners in the game, super customizable, super dynamic scanners. Let you do a lot of different stuff. There's a reason all the top traders use Trade Ideas. So go check them out. Best scanners in the game. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be making a video. Somebody asked me about a VWAP fade scanner, and let me see if I can find mine. I know I have one. So do you guys want me to put it up? It basically just alerts me when stocks cross over or under the VWAP, and so it's like a VWAP bounce, VWAP fade scanner. I could post that if you want me to. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, I got it up here. ENPH. But yeah, I mean, there's certainly going to be more algorithmic traders, 100%. Because some algorithms just take 100 shares, over and over and over again. And so, especially when you open it up to like Thinkorswim, which is a very high quality platform for algorithms, then for sure there's going to be more algorithmic trading going on. Not necessarily more algorithmic traders, but more algorithmic trading going on.
Yep. I think that was one thing that was mentioned that I think a lot of traders are forgetting. Yeah, you're helping me, but are you really helping me?
Yeah, it's just
Are
changing
you helping
the market.
the computers?
Right, it's changing the market.
Yeah, that's the one thing to keep in mind. There's always two sides to every story. This is the bad side of free commissions.
Right. All right. Well, if I put the VWAP fade scanner up, we gotta remove one of these, which is one of these that you don't really use that much. I think high of the day Momo is the same as massive volume and low float. And I think that new daily lows, I don't think anybody really uses this one. I can either get rid of up in 5 minutes or new daily lows. I think new daily lows would probably be the best one to get rid of since most people don't use it. Or I could also just do this. Watch this. Yeah, I'll just do that. That way I'll be able to keep everything up. There we go. And then we can throw the VWAP fade scanner right there. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every weekday morning on YouTube. We day trade live on stream. And so hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free. You know you want to watch us. Even if you dislike us, we might lose. And you know you don't want to miss that. So hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live at 8:15 market time. All right, team. Let's do this. So, yeah, SPY, very volatile. Like I said, I'm going to take some swings today. I've still got a very solid cushion on this account. And we're going to try to make some money today. Maybe today's not the best day to take some swings. I'm probably shooting for like 500 to 1,000 shares. But again, it always depends on the range. All right, team. Let me get my chart set up here. AMD taking a big kind of drop before the bell here. It's down to 28.80. So big drop. What's up, E-Rock? Yeah, I mean, we always got to adapt. We always have to evolve, I'm watching AMD, E-Rock, AMD, the SPY, of course, PCG, RBS, Roku, Fast, FAST, Netflix, Tesla. Those are what I'm watching this morning. One stock that I really like that actually trades very accurately is Netflix. With fades and bounces, Netflix actually works really well. I went to a chiropractor yesterday. They said I slouch. Because really, I'm like 5'11", but I look like I'm like 5'8" or 5'9", because apparently I have terrible posture. And so I had my first chiropractor experience, and man, he like cracked my back. He said I got to sit up straight like this. But it just feels unnatural to me because I'm not used to it. All right, team, we got a minute left. But yeah, I'm going to be watching RBS. RBS has got some interesting levels, and it's a big gap up here. And so we'll watch this level at 550, the $0.50 maybe, pre-market high as well. We'll see what we get, see if we can fill some of this gap down here. Again, going to watch Netflix and Roku. Netflix, big move yesterday, just a huge bullish day yesterday. So I might watch Netflix. You can see Netflix fades too fairly well. So I might look to start fading Netflix some. We'll see though. And so yeah, 20 seconds, team. 20 seconds. Let's do this. All right, team. There's the bell. Netflix up to 280s. 280s. I guess, though, if I have this up, I should probably move this out the way. There we go. All right, team. There's Netflix. We'll see what we get. So, AMD spiking up big here. AMD spiking up big. It's up to 2890s here. 2890s. $29's. Gonna watch AMD. AMD's moving some. At the bell so far, we got Roku dropping, PCG dropping, Fast moving up, AMD moving up. Let's look at the SPY here. SPY is... Man, it's raining here, team. SPY is up.
It's snowing here.
Is it, man? Honestly, I want to see some snow, man. I might go out. Maybe I'll go visit you in Denver this year, man. I want to see some snow. My mom's moving to Canada, though, within the next month, though.
All right, guys. AVYA, huge liftoff there. 30-cent boost. Spreads are really big, though, on this one. Be careful with it.
Yeah, FAST, SPY, AMD all moving up. I'm going to wait, be patient here. Wait for some follow-through moves. Yeah, you see the VWAP fade scanner, SES. So it must be crossing underneath the VWAP. Or maybe it just touched the VWAP. Might have to tweak that one a little bit. Yeah, it crossed under it for a split second, then it bounced back. So, BBBY. Yeah, BBBY looks a little bit better for the fade. But again, I'm not going to trade BBBY because it never fades. I look at the previous history of the chart. It never fades. It never works. And so, BBBY is showing up on the VWAP fade scanner. But again, I don't know if I like that one. I mean, as I say that, look at BBBY just fade down there, 5 cents. Hey, man. Hey, Mitch. Mitch. Alright. Gonna watch PCG. PCG's breaking underneath there. And like I said, there's BBBY, but I just don't trust it. I guess watch PCG. AMD maybe for a VWAP bounce. We could watch this one. BILI popping up on the VWAP fade scanner. BILI, if it pulls back some, it might get interesting here for BILI, but I don't know. As I say that, the one day I'm like, BBBY never fades. There it goes. There, it just faded. Waiting for BILI. It depends, man. Like you guys know me, I'm very short term with my trades, and so if they pull back to the VWAP and they look good enough, I'll consider shorting them. But again, it just depends. It just depends. We need right now. Netflix is very sideways. It just moved up to the highs, back down to the lows, and now it's in the middle of the range. And so right now, I don't really like it. News on PCG: Cali governor attacking PG&E. Appreciate that, Netron. What's up, bro? Mitch is here. He's just not talking.
Just looking for some moves, guys. CGC faded. Well, did a kind of red to green to red. Doesn't look like the worst.
CGC.
Yeah, but the only thing is it's a VWAP reject and needs to reject here, guys.
Ooh, I do like CGC there, actually. I might take it. I like CGC.
Yeah.
Ah, missed it. It looks good, though. This is kind of my favorite ones because I can give myself like a risk level of 2018 or so. Let's see what kind of share size. Maybe 400 shares with this one.
Ooh, AVYA. I was talking about that one early today, guys. That thing just rocketed.
All right, so I'm in with 400 shares of CGC here. Maybe not the best one. We'll give it some chance here, but the spread is kind of rough. That's the biggest problem with it. And so maybe you're right with this one. Squeezed up. We'll give it a little bit of time. Like I said, I don't mind taking some swings here today. There's 8-6-5s. I don't mind that move, especially if we get rejected here, but if big squeeze up, $88 loss. Maybe you were right. Should have listened to you, Mitch.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all right. Like I said, I don't mind taking some swings. I've got like a $600 cushion on this account, so like I'll be okay. But again, I do have to kind of reel myself in and not take some too many crazy risks today. I'm glad I got out when I did, though. It just squeezed up to 25.
AVYA, guys, almost there to 13 now, guys. That's up almost 50 cents on the day and tradable for us.
Netflix, I wouldn't consider Netflix, but it's just kind of sideways.
One that I liked, guys, today was NVDA, but it's already done the VWAP bounce. That was a good one.
AMDA bounced off of the VWAP, too. That one looked good. But yeah, so right now we're getting kind of... The SPY is actually very bullish. The SPY is up to 296.70s here with the SPY, so... It's actually very bullish. Maybe BILI if it pulls back to 1450. AVYA... See, the problem with AVYA, it kind of stays in the middle of the VWAP. Like, every time I watch that one, it's always kind of in the middle of the VWAP until it kind of really breaks down. And I think it's really hard to predict those. There goes Netflix breaking out here, though. Yeah, I'm watching the SPY. The SPY is very bullish. But, I mean, I was shorting a cannabis stock. So, like, a cannabis stock with CGC is not going to be super affected by the market.
All right, guys, watching here, TSG. Trying to see the market, see how much volume is coming in here.
Market pulling back a little bit. But yeah, I guess I'll keep my max loss today around 150 bucks. 150 bucks I think is reasonable. Like I said, I was up about 600 before today, so it's like I have some room in my account. David says, I could see you looking like Ethan Hawke. Not the same, but a similar vibe. Yeah, I just watched Training Day like a few days ago. I've seen it a million times, so it wasn't my first time or anything, but I love that movie. But We got 282 people in here. Hit the subscribe button, team. Let's do this. Let's grow this channel. We broke 14K this week, and so we're going to keep pushing over 14,000 and try to get to 15K this month. So hit that subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications, regardless of whether we win or lose. We do this live every day on YouTube for free. BILI is pulling back. We got Netflix pulling all the way back to the VWAP as well. Kind of choppy. I don't think Ethan Hawke's in Black Hawk Down, man. Yeah, I did. That was my biggest win ever. I made like 757 on one trade, but I was already down some on the day when I did that, and so I netted much less on the overall day. But yeah, it was that was my largest win on a single trade. But again, like I said, I've been kind of in like a purgatory between I've been fluctuating in between like $300 to $800 in profit in this account. And so it was a very good run up to this account. I made like $1,000 net to run up here. But since then, I've been kind of stuck in the middle between like $300 and $800 in profit. A lot of it is like days when I do really well, like Wednesday or Tuesday, when I had like a bunch of green trades, I just traded it too small. And so I think I'm not consistent enough with my share sizing and with my risk that I'm taking. And like that's the biggest issue I'm facing right now. But again, it's a process, and like I'm not an expert or a guru or anything like that. I just let people watch us for free, you know what I mean? And that's all I do. But it's a process for sure. I've definitely maintained, like in gross profits, my graph is super pretty. But since I'm not maintaining a consistent share size and risk, then I've been kind of stuck in this little break-even rut for the last few weeks. Which is fine, you know, little ruts like that, like losing weeks, losing months are going to happen as a trader. And it's not realistic expectations. It's not a realistic thing to expect otherwise, to expect to just always do well. And again, I think that's what's kind of advertised to new traders, you know, and so they have a very unrealistic expectation of what trading really is. MDR? Is MDR still tradable? I know it was. MDR breaking out, though. It's up to 219s. I know it used to be tradable. The range is just so big for this one. Yeah, it's still tradable for us, but the range is just too huge. Let's see. We got BILI that's up there now, and that one still looks interesting. What about AMD? AMD's looking strong, too. Maybe I should have traded the VWAP bounce. I'm looking at Netflix here as well and Tesla. Tesla's had some good VWAP bounces, too. BILI, like maybe I'll take a few share size. I just don't want to get stuck in like a big rip here. So if I take some with this one, I'm going to give myself like a 6-cent risk, and I'm just going to trade it very, very small. What kind of share size? I guess I can... I missed it. I was about to just get in up here. Look at this drop right before. I'll take 100 shares just to get my feet wet with this one, and then I'll kind of move on from it. But Netflix, watching Netflix. SPY ripping up here. So the SPY's very bullish. Look at the SPY breaking up to 296, almost 297. Maybe it's not the best day to short. I don't know how much BILI is affected by the overall market, but glad I took small share size with this one. Might look at Netflix here to see if it bounces up after breaking these lows so I can short into it. And then what is Roku here doing? Roku doesn't look bad there. Look at the fade on Roku this morning though. That was just a really pretty one too. Unfortunate.
Trying to get a pullback in square here, but it pulled back way too fast there to 63s. I think I might have missed it.
It's been a little while since I traded SQ. I haven't traded that one in a while.
Yeah. Just missed a nice 20-cent bounce there. I wanted to get it at 63s, but it went to 63.01 and now shot off there.
What's up, Kyle? Man, look at those emojis. I want to post one. Where do you find this? Oh, there they are. FAST VWAP bounce. I gotta be careful with BILI. I could squeeze up. Yeah, that was a beautiful VWAP bounce in FAST. Alright, we're gonna let this one touch this level here, but if it starts to go any type of significant move, we gotta just bail out of this one. Which it might be doing now. I'm gonna get out there. I don't wanna get stuck in the breakout up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it was such a small position size. To me, it's relatively insignificant. Again, looking at the market, yeah, so it's like this week, all good. First few days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all solid days. Thursday, Friday, no bueno. Or maybe it was Monday and Tuesday, and then Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday weren't good. Basically, the second half of this week has sucked. But losing weeks are going to happen, you know. This is the first losing week I've had in a little bit, I think.
All right, guys, looking at a potential entry here for BBBY.
What's the strategy?
It's a VWAP reject.
Okay.
Fine, might not get filled.
Yeah, just let me know. I'll throw you up if you once you get in.
One that I was thinking about taking as a VWAP reject also was TSG. That one looked good.
I heard somebody mention that one this morning too. And like I said, team, hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every weekday morning on YouTube. So click the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every day, day trading the open. We're not experts or gurus. We just let you watch us attack the open every morning for free, and then give you these beautiful scanners in the process. And so go check us out, hit the subscribe button, click the bell. Maybe I got faked out of BILI, but again, you know, such a small position, I'm not super concerned about it either way. We got Tesla. Oh, I got the hiccups, guys. Sorry. We got Tesla breaking under the VWAP here, looking a little bit weak. So maybe I'll watch that one if it starts to break lows and then pull back to the VWAP.
I had the order out there. Maybe just being too picky. Had 1250s out. Got to 1248. No fill though.
Let's see what Netflix does. I don't mind BILI here. I think it's kind of high up in the range, but we'll see. What was the other one I was in? BILI. MTOR for a VWAP fade scanner. Let's see what that one looks like. Yeah, look at MTOR. And the VWAP fade scanner that I built is actually pretty solid. Like, if you look at MTOR, it does alert you with, like, VWAP fades and rejections is what it tells you. I don't know if I like MTOR, but, again, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. So that just means the
All right,
scanner's
guys,
working.
in BBY here. Not the best fill. Got filled 3 cents down, so just gotta pay attention here.
All right, I'll throw you up. Let me see.
Gonna have to be a little bit more rigid since I got filled down here. You're gonna have to hold the 1250s.
Gonna look at Tesla or Netflix actually. If Netflix can get up there, I can use like a 58 risk. So my risk is like 40 cents roughly. And so that's what I'm kind of looking at now. We'll see though. Tesla's pulling back to the view up there too. AMD ripping up, SPY's ripping up. So maybe the market being super bullish today, I should look for VWAP bounces instead. But YNDX, I know I was watching YNDX earlier too. Big gap down this morning for it. Still moving down.
All right, guys, this is gonna crack 40s here. Should head down into the 30s, and then we'll take some profit.
I'm gonna start to slowly scale into Netflix here with like a small share size. Try to kind of get into it with a little bit bigger size as it moves up. All right, and with 50 shares. Don't mind getting up to like 100 shares too, but it just depends on how quick it squeezes here.
Scooped those 40s way too fast there for me to even get out. It broke it, hit 39, and then scooped it really quickly.
And so I only got in with 50 shares of Netflix, but it's got a big range, so I don't mind holding it. We'll see what we get though. I like to push underneath the VWAP for it. There we go. Just gotta hold now. Get rejected maybe. It does have some support here though at like 84.75s. It's at 98. There's 90s. Maybe I should have gotten in with bigger size. It's too small of sizing for me again on this one, but '82s. Your 75s. Maybe I'll be able to add to this one a little bit more. Ooh. '83s. I don't mind the way Netflix looks here. Now I can risk it off of this 42 level. So maybe I'll add 100 to it and just risk off of 42. Or maybe add another 25 to it. Or maybe what am I, 50 shares. We just got to get that bid up there. If the bid stays down here, I'm not going to add to it. It's just not worth it. It's a little bit better. But I'm just too small of sizing again. Unfortunate, but I don't know why I do it.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get squeezed out here, guys. Yep, squeezed.
All right, I took half off of this one on Netflix. Yeah, let me throw my screen back up. Took a little bit off here. Still holding 25 shares on Netflix. I'm going to look for some other stuff, though. It's just a very small position. Wanted more. This is the issue I've been facing, like I said, is that I'll take big size for my first swing, and then after that, I just take such tiny little sizing here that it's just not worth it, you know? Great trade on Netflix. Great fade. You know, like I said, Netflix actually rejects and fades really, really nicely. But if I'm trading it with wimpy sizing, what's the point? You know? I think we're going to get a bounce here. I'm just going to get out there. So, little baby trade, $25 trade. Like I said, that's my issue with trading right now. I don't know. It's like a mental thing. It's like I trade big. I see a big loss. Instead of saying like, okay, look, a loss is fine, you just got to keep pushing, I trade wimpy after that. And then it's like, even if I have more green trades than I do red, I just trade like a big wimp. You know, I don't know why. See, look, and even Netflix, I could have held on, but I'm just trading like a big wimp. I got to be able to make fun of myself, though, because, man, look at this. I would have loved this drop here. But, honestly, I'm going to start watching Netflix and Tesla a lot, though. Netflix and Tesla actually fade a solid amount. They actually fade a bunch. And they fade really nicely. Like, look at this one on Netflix. Beautiful fade there. I just didn't hold on to it long enough. Like I said, I trade wimpy after. One thing I noticed is if I have a loss for my first trade, that makes me trade bad the rest of the day. And it's just like I said yesterday. It's just conditioning. I just have to condition myself to do a little bit better. I appreciate it, Doug. Fading is, what I mean by fading is moving up to the VWAP and then getting rejected and coming back down. So like, you see it moves down, moves up, and then it comes right back down. You know, this is fading. You short it right around the top here. Right around the top, right around the VWAP. You get in short, you cover it around the low of the day, which is generally how you're supposed to trade it. But I don't know, I just traded it like a big wimp. But again, it is what it is. Got some stuff I got to work on, but at least I got my milk. I'm not drinking that nasty coffee creamer that I have earlier this week. But yeah, beautiful fade for Netflix. I'm going to start watching Netflix more and more as well. Ah, look at Netflix fade, man. There it goes. Ah, it hurts. It hurts. I can laugh at myself, though. I'm a big wimp, guys. I'm a big wimp. I've tried to use pivot lines. What I really do, though, the way I trade it actually works very well. So, right, so basically, you give yourself a tight risk, maybe right here, right? That's where I gave the risk level I gave myself in the trade was right here. And then I'm supposed to take my first profit at the low of the day down here. Like, that's really where I'm supposed to attack it, like down here. I got out way too early, and I think it happens. But beautiful fade. And again, Netflix is one of those ones, like, if you hear me talk about it this morning, I was saying Netflix actually fades really well. Netflix is one of those stocks that generally not even fades, but more so rejects really well. Like, it rejects the VWAP very well. And so maybe I'll wait. Let me see what AMD is doing. I know the SPY's super bullish. And so maybe I'll look for some bounces. Really, I wanted 100 shares of Netflix, so it wouldn't have been bad if I would have gotten my full sizing there, but maybe going to look for AMD for a pullback to the VWAP. If AMD can pull back to the VWAP, I like it. Maybe YNDX, although I do think YNDX is a little extended on the downside. But yeah, AMD doesn't look bad. SQ maybe if it pulls back to the VWAP. We'll see what we get with some of the rest of these. How do I do this, man? Oh, there we go. I couldn't figure out how to make the... What's up, Todd? What's up, bro? What happened, Todd? You interrupted us. Where? Yeah, I know, man. I know. Laser. Like I said, some days I do better than others. You know what I mean? What's up, Todd? Oh, you texted me? No stress, brother. Hey, Todd, bro. I just did the same thing with Netflix, man. I'm right there with you today, bro. I don't know what it is, man. TVIX. Yeah, TVIX is just going to be bearish because the SPY is super bullish, right? So the TVIX should be moving down. And yes, it is. So yeah, the TVIX is just basically, it's a volatility, inverse volatility ETF is what it is. And so it's going to do the opposite of what the SPY does most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. Yeah, I mean, small day today. Not the best end of the week, though, this week. Tesla moving up some. Yeah, Todd, that was you that made the noise, bro. You know, you're good, man. You're good, man. Honestly, you're fine, bro. Don't stress it, man. I'm usually using the 1 minute chart, but I'm trading very short term, and so it's a little bit different. But yeah, I usually use the 1 minute. Like I said, guys, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free. We're not experts or gurus here. We generally just let you to watch us. We allow you to watch us day trade the open every single weekday morning for free on YouTube. So if you haven't joined us, hit the subscribe button, click the bell. If you turn on notifications, you'll get an alert every time we go live. And we go live every weekday morning at 8:15 market time. We give you these beautiful scanners to watch. And so yeah, hit the sub button, team. I think I'm just going to wait for some really good setups now. This morning is very bullish. Maybe look at the big picture. Yeah, I mean, I'm trading short term. You know, like I'm very short term trader. I'm holding stocks like less than 5 minutes most of the time. Maybe a little bit longer than that, by not by much. And when I'm trading stocks, like for instance, you can look at the market and see the market is bullish, and that's fine. But the stock I traded today, where one of them was cannabis, like a cannabis stock, and so it's not going to be it's not going to follow the market as serious as a lot of these other stocks. The other one I traded was Netflix, which was trading against the overall market today. So while the market was trending up, Netflix got rejected and came back down. There must have been some type of negative catalyst on it. And so I didn't really short this one until it broke the lows of the day and then pulled back to the VWAP. So it had confirmed a very bearish trend on the day. And again, I'm mostly short biased, but sometimes I'll go long as well. But again, I mean, I do watch the market, but in general, it just depends on what the stock is doing relative to the overall market. Like if the stock is obviously trending against the market, then I don't mind shorting it. Or if the stock is just in a completely unrelated sector to the market, like cannabis, then I don't mind shorting that as well. And of course, sometimes I'm going to be wrong, but you know, it is what it is. It just depends. What? I'm trying too hard for what? Honestly, bro, I'm having a really difficult time understanding what you're saying. And maybe we can look at Netflix to move up. We'll see. But yeah, Doug, like I said, I'm not really sure what you're trying to say. My only advice to you though is that if this is your first time here and you don't really understand how I trade or what I trade and stuff like that, like I said, I think that a lot of times traders will try to it makes them kind of feel good to tell other people what they're doing wrong. You know what I mean? But in some instances, I'm not doing anything wrong. In some instances, I am. But in the end, if it's your first time here and you don't really understand how I trade or what my results really look like, coming in here and trying to tell me that I'm doing stuff wrong, it just seems, what's the word? Unnecessary. And like I said, sometimes I think traders, yeah. Sometimes I think it feels good for sometimes the traders to kind of stand on a high horse and preach down at people. And like, I get it. But in the end, like I said, I shorted Netflix. It worked. I just didn't use big enough share size for it. And, you know, like I said, I'm profitable in my account. I'm just kind of hanging out now. And I'm not trying to force anything really. I got to wait for like a really good setup to come my way if I'm going to trade anymore. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that like everybody trades differently. People use different time frames. They use different strategies. And just because something doesn't work for you doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to work for other people as well. Everybody has different personalities to trade with. And I think that if you think that way, you can be a very naive trader. Because again, I think as you mature as a trader, you understand that people can make different things work where others can't. And I'm not going to hate on anybody because if somebody can make a strategy work that I can't, you know, more power to them. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean I can make it work. And that's the beautiful thing about trading is that everybody kind of trades a little bit differently. You know, everybody trades a little bit differently. They use different time frames. They use different analyzation tactics. And so, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Right, exactly. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, Todd, is that people all trade differently, man. It's tough to say. Like, people can hate on me for using a 1-minute chart. But again, if you look at my stats here, like, if you generally look at my stats, I've maintained an accuracy rate over 50% for months and months. And so, like I said, it's kind of hard for somebody to tell me that, you know, I'm trading wrong because I think a large majority of traders couldn't do that. And I day trade live every day, let people watch me, so. I'm mostly self-taught. I mean, YouTube mostly. Yeah, like I said, I just gotta kind of go back and see whether this Doug guy is a troll. Let me see what he said so far. Like I said, I'm just waiting for setups right now. I'm not going to force anything. I'm just going to wait for some pullbacks to the VWAP maybe and short those. Yeah. Yeah, Doug's definitely a troll. Yeah. Yeah, he's one of those guys that's just kind of sitting back looking for stuff to criticize, is what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, though. Honestly, Talking Bread's been trolling, too. I'm just going to get both of you guys out of here. I think it's easier for me to just kick you guys out. Yeah, I mean, I might average $20 in profit per day, but I mean, I'm not an expert or guru. Y'all can go buy a $5,000 course that's going to teach you the same things. That's fine. But I'm not an expert or a guru here. I just let people watch me trade. And in the end, most of these haters are just insecure that they don't have a platform and that they didn't do it. And so deep down, it's just insecurity on their end. And so I guess I should take it as a compliment. Yeah, and honestly, we got more people here that support me and support our channel here than criticize us. And so I can't, like I said, I think sometimes the haters are just louder. And again, like if both of the haters can hear me right now, they should hear this, right? If you're taking the time to troll somebody, that means you probably don't have much to do. You know, it means you're most likely insecure. You don't have much to do, and criticizing others makes you feel better about yourself. And again, you know, you can act that way, but in the end, you're never going to accomplish anything in your life acting like that. If you're focusing too much on criticizing and attacking others, it just means you're insecure about yourself. And my suggestion to the haters is just to focus on yourself. You know, you're gonna do a lot more if you do. Looking at AMD here, we'll see what we get. I'm thinking about a risk level either of 29.13 for like a 7-cent risk. But of course, my accuracy is going to go down if the risk is that tight, or 29.07 or so. We'll see. I was looking at Tesla too, but it's very neutral and choppy. AMD, maybe we'll wait for a pullback. We did get a bounce there. But again, it's just about where's my risk level. Hey, appreciate the sub, brother. Appreciate it, man. Welcome to the team, bro. Yeah, I'm about to just trade and ignore him. Honestly, your last two comments have been complaining, Swing. Get out of here, man. Thank you, Laser. I appreciate it. But no, honestly, like I said, they know what they're doing, man. But like I said, I'm looking at AMD. We'll see what we get here. Looking at 29.13 risk. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think what Swing is saying is that I'm spending too much attention focusing on the trolls, and he's probably right. That's a character flaw on my end that I could probably acknowledge, is that probably spending a little bit too much time focusing on them. And I think they notice. I think they know that like I spend too much time focusing on them, and so they end up doing it more, and it just kind of backfires. I should take the same advice I give my daughter. But yeah, right now I'm looking at AMD. If I take it, it's gonna be small. The market's still pretty bullish. We'll see. I might jump in with like 100 shares here and just trade this small, and maybe try to scale into it with the risk level of this 13 level. I don't think that's bad or terrible. Is my princess, my wife, coming back? She might be. Not today. but she'll be back probably next week. Yeah, I mean, that's what I gotta do. I spend too much time focusing on him, you know? It is what it is. It does. Um, it does, Greg, but in the end, I'd probably take profits a little bit too early to really be able to take the full reward target that I get from it. I'd probably take profits a little bit too early. Shorting BBBY. Let me see. I'm not shorting it. Like I said, I don't like either one. I mean, shorting it could be beneficial. I'm longing AMD right now for a VWAP bounce, just with the tight wrist though. SPY reversal. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. The SPY's pushing up there. I don't mind AMD here, but it depends on whether it's going to change trends. I think if the SPY continues, it should be okay. But I think that if AMD pulls back here, breaks under 29.13, I just got to get out of it. So I think that's my risk level. And I'm considering adding to it. But if I'm going to add to it, I want to add to it up here. Or down here. Let me see. And so I added 200 shares. Like I said, I'm going to keep this pretty small with like a 13 risk. And so my risk is about 8 cents. And so I'm risking like 16 bucks in this trade, which isn't bad. Still down less than 100 on the day. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, and like I said, Thomas, I lock in profit probably a little bit too soon, man. And my accuracy rate is good because of it, but I'm not getting the full extent of my reward target from it. What's up, Mitch? What's up, bro? Yeah, man, I'm just chilling too. I'm in one trade with 200 shares, but not much. It's Friday. Friday volume is a little bit worse, I think. And so we'll see, but small trade. Yeah. All right, well, there's a move up. I got 200 shares here. We'll see what we get. It's up to 24s, and so we'll see if we can push, move up. I guess my reward target here is up to 29.40s, and so my reward target's about 15-20 cents. I don't think it's my entry's okay, where I'm about break even here, and I think we built up some support at 29.18. And so I think that makes it a very self-evident risk level here. If it starts to break under there, I could probably get out the trade, but I think right now I guess I'm debating on whether I want to keep my 29.13 risk level or whether I want to change my risk level to here, because you can see there's a lot of confirmations at this level. We got these gnats flying around. And so I think it makes sense either way, but I guess I'll have to play it by ear. And like I said, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. We day trade live for free every weekday morning on YouTube, showing you our account balance and all aspects of our trading. And so if you appreciate this content, click the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We're right down to my risk level here. And so again, I'm not down much, but hopefully we get a bounce here and we get some confirmation and then we get a rip up is what I really want to see. But again, I got to be careful here. Risk level down at 13 I think makes sense still as well, but like I said, I'm kind of playing it by ear. There's 21s. And so we'll see if we get a bounce here. Not going to hold my breath too much. And again, I think I'm playing it pretty safe today. Just because it's Friday. I'm not down a ton. I'm down less than $100. And so we'll see what we get. There's the break. 15s. Close to my risk. 17s. We'll see if we get a bounce here and then a move back up. But got to be careful. Definitely a little worried about it now because now the VWAP might act as resistance as well. It might get rejected there and confirm this downward trend on AMD. What else we got? I don't think I'm going to force anything after this one if this one doesn't work. I'm okay with having a losing week every once in a while. Here's back up to 18s. We'll see if that level holds now. So what's up, team? We still got to do story time today. We still got to do story time. I don't know what the story should be. Later, Todd. Have a good day, brother. I appreciate you attacking the haters, Todd. Thank you, brother. Hey, man, I see you're back in the purgatory of small size too, man. So don't stress it, brother. You'll get there, man. $16s, $17s. MDR. Hey, you might see that, Greg. You probably will, honestly. Like I said, yeah, there is a new segment. It's called Story Time. A few days ago, we had the ballad of Ray Ray in the brick fight. Yesterday, we had my sister busting my lip because I put on Rugrats. I'll have to think of a story time for today. Yeah, you might see it. Like I said, when I do trade off stream, I always post my trade log. And the other day, I uploaded my trades to TraderView like live as well. So you guys know I'm actually trading them. Again, though, I probably like trading off stream a little bit more. Just because there's less pressure, honestly. There's less pressure. I always show everybody everything anyway, but it's much easier, I guess, to show people the trades I make than do it live and kind of have that pressure of everybody watching, if that makes sense. All right, there's 23s. I'm back to break even with this one. I could add a little bit more. Yep. All right, there's a rip in AMD. Looks like today's going to be another day where I actually had more winning trades than red. But I just acted like a big wimp. Sounds like that's what today's going to be. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out there. Took 100 shares off. Oh, no, I added to it again. Oh, no. Dun, dun, dun. You guys want to see me ruin a trade? This is it. Adding to it. I'm so used to shorting, though. It's going to pull back, I think, here. But there's 35s, 36. All right. Now I took half off. And now I'm holding 150, so I guess that's okay, too. No, I'm running out of stories. I got a lot of stories I could tell, though. There's 38s, 39s. Nice little winning trade here. But I guess I'll let this work for a high of the day break. We'll see if we get that or not. I don't want to be too greedy here, though. But I can let it work up to like 29.50, I guess. It's like a solid reward target with this one. 29.50 makes sense, I think. Could maybe add some size back if this one pulls into it. Craig. Yeah, man. Yeah, I could give a story about how I got into trading. It's not going to be a humorous story, but I could tell that story. All right, we'll do that. It's kind of a long story, but we'll tell that. That's a good one. I'll let you guys give me ideas on story time. We'll give it. It's still kind of early. It's earlier than 10:30, so we still got some time. But again, just wimpy share size today is the story of the day. All right, Gideon, have a good day, brother. Later, man. All right, and like I said, I'll consider adding down to this one as well. Maybe get in with a little bit bigger sizing. How long have I been day trading for? About 2 years, maybe. My day's it's all right. It's an okay day. I mean, I'm not down any significant amount. I'm down 46 bucks. Just been a little just small losses later on this week. And I've actually been trading pretty solid. Like if we look at my accuracy has to be well over 50% this week. And so the fact that I've had more losing day than red shows that I'm just messing up with my execution and with my share size and my risk is what I'm doing. So that's the issue today. No. I mean, it depends on what you would consider full-time. Do I make enough to pay my bills with trading? No. Very honest about that, too. I mean, I'm not an expert or a guru or anything like that. I just let people watch me trade, you know. We have a trading community here. Again, though, regardless of the sizing I'm taking, regardless of my net profit, if we look at my gross profit for the last year or so, I've maintained accuracy well over 50%, and my gross profit chart is like straight up. It's just the problem is again with share sizing and execution. What's the most you ever lost? Won? The most I ever won was this past week. I won $757 on a single trade. Oh man, so yeah, I guess I'm holding AMD to see if it's gonna push up and break the highs of the day or anything like that. But if not, I'm just gonna wait for another trade to get into. We'll see. Yeah, no stress. Netflix is up there now too. Yeah, man. Which is good. It should be good for me. Like I said, I'm still holding this little bitty trade, but if it pulls back, I might add to it. But it just depends on what we get. And yeah, sorry if I get sidetracked by all the haters sometimes, guys. You guys know how it is. It's very difficult to day trade on YouTube like every single day, and like sometimes you get people that kind of just poke at you, and when especially if you're like losing with trading, it can be a very frustrating thing. And so like I said, I apologize about it. I'll try not to get sidetracked so much with it, but again, you don't really understand it until you kind of day trade in front of hundreds of people every day, and it can get difficult, team. It can get difficult. So appreciate all the support. But yeah, MU, Netflix ripping up, SPY breaking highs, which should be great for this trade here on AMD as well. I'm trying to be patient with this last profit, though. I'd really like to see a high of the day break on this one, and then really maybe hold the rest at a stop loss and let the rest work. But a really nice VWAP bounce so far on AMD on a bullish day. I think bitch is down small today. I'll have to go look and see exactly what it is. But once we get up to the high of the day up here, I'm going to take a little bit off. Yeah, so I just added to it again. Second time I did that today, team. Ugh, dumb. I'm dumb, guys. I just took what I added back. I'm holding 100 shares now. I guess it kind of worked out. I made a little bit more. Probably compensated for the commissions. But we'll let it test the high of the day here. Still holding 100 shares of this. And let's see how much I've made from this one so far. Made $40 with it so far, so a small win. If anybody was here earlier, you know my inside joke. I appreciate it, Simon. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what I did. I just kicked them all out. And I like I said, in order for me not to rant about haters so much, we're going to make a new rule. If you're super negative, without warning, I'm just going to kick you out. I'm just going to kick you out. There's not going to be any warnings. If you just troll or if you're super negative, like I said, you're just going to get booted out of here quick. Yeah, for sure. We're right at the high of the day, so I'll probably get out another 50 here and then just really let the rest work. And so I can kind of maybe take another swing. I guess I'll do that on stream. Yeah, for sure. Hot buttons might help. But again, guys, you see this rejection here. This is why I get out at the high of the day. It's also the $0.50. But not bad. I mean, I was down like 90 something bucks. So to be down about 20 bucks, 30 bucks now is not bad. We'll see what else we can find. Again, I don't mind looking for stuff. Again, I think today is one of those days where it's like you see the SPY so bullish that VWAP bounces just made more sense than fades. And so once I transition to VWAP fades or to VWAP bounces, I've been doing much better. But I got one fade on Netflix that was solid, and then a nice VWAP bounce here on AMD. And this is why I always say, like, there's certain strategies that work better with certain stocks, right? And the strategies that work better with fades and bounces are microchip and cannabis stocks, in my opinion. Those are the ones that really work out much, much better. If you attack the wrong strategies, or if you attack the wrong stock with these strategies, they're never going to work. And so I think it's one of those things where it's like I over the years I've found that like microchip and cannabis stocks work really well with fades, and I've kind of attacked those very consistently with fades and bounces. Like I watch AMD and CGC and MU and Cron every single day for that. I might start to add Netflix to the list as well. Ben. Yeah, 100%, bro. As we grow more, man, and we've grown a ton over the years, or over the past few months, man. You know, like we grew by 1,000 subscribers last month. But yeah, man, as we get bigger, the haters are gonna come. I gotta learn to handle it better. And like I said, so I apologize if I'm negative sometimes. It's just something I'm genuinely just not used to. So many haters just kind of trying to criticize, you know. And so I'll get better with it as time goes on, I'm sure. Hey, Ray, you know you got my back, man. That'll help me feel better, bro. We got Ray in here looking to compensate for how he was. Oh, 100%. Laser. Constructive. I'm open to constructive criticism for sure. 100%. But again, though, like if like I said, if it's only negative, like if somebody is only negative, right? So say somebody only criticizes you when you don't do well, and then when you do well or whenever you're doing fine, they're just not very they're not positive about anything, or they're not friendly and kind of contributing, and they're just kind of waiting for you to do something wrong to criticize you. In that regard, I have to ban them. I have to kick them out because again, trading's difficult. Trading's very difficult, especially doing it in front of hundreds of people. And so when you have those negative, kind of those bad apples, I think I just got to kick them out and move on from it. Right, exactly, Mark. Yes, I'm live every day, every single day. Yeah, for sure. That's what Todd's here. I might make Todd a admin because Todd was here earlier, and I've known Todd for years. He texted me today. He said that he could just hang out and just ban people if they get too negative. Right, exactly. Little digs between friends. Like I said, if you're an OG here and you're here every day and you're always talking and you're always positive and saying good things, that's fine. But if you never say anything that is positive and you're always kind of negative, you just got to get out, you know. Again, a lot of times it's people with their own channels that aren't as successful, or it's people that wish they would have done what we do here and they didn't, and so we make them insecure to a certain extent, and it is what it is. Hey, appreciate it, Secrets. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, hit the subscribe button, team. If you want to hear me rant about haters every day, hit the subscribe button. We do this live every day for free. We actually day trade on stream as well if you're into that. And then we also have the beautiful story time that we do once per day on a random story from my life. And so we have story time every day, once per day. In the past week, we've had the Ballad of Ray and the Brick Fight. We've had the busted lip over Rugrats. And then today we'll have a good story as well. Oh, but they never say anything when I win, though. That's funny. I actually have a very funny picture here. Let me find it. It's actually pretty funny. Let me find it. It's pretty funny. Hold on. Yeah, here it is. This was actually pretty funny. Hold on, let me find it. Alright, well, we're hanging out here with AMD. We're going to see if we can break highs. Yeah, this is actually a very funny one. Like, this is basically life on YouTube. Ooh, no. Alright, we're going to see if we get that high at the daybreak. We'll see. You want to see what live trading on YouTube is like? This is what it's like. That is what trading on YouTube is like. What's up, Tiny? Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, man. I have, bro. But yeah, this is live trading on YouTube. US Steel? Jennifer? Let me check it out. We're giving AMD time to break this, but the more times it gets rejected here, the less I like it. It is building up some support underneath it, but we'll see. We'll give it time. Because, I mean, I've already made a bunch of money on AMD. I'm in AMD now. I mean, that's mostly why. Oh, wait, you guys can't see it. My bad, guys. Look, there we go. That is live trading on YouTube. Like that right there is what YouTube is like. We got to pull back here on AMD. I'll give it a little bit of time. If it breaks underneath this support level here at 39, I just got to get out of it. I'll probably hold the rest break even, which is fine. I'm only holding 50 shares left, and so I'll give it some time here. But yeah, that is live trading on YouTube. And that really is kind of what it's like. CLDR. Alright, well, there's a bounce up there. Like I said, I'm trying to be patient here with AMD, but I'm only holding 50 shares. Maybe we'll look to add back if it bounces back to the VWAP. What about MU? MU's alright. It's just sideways. This is an old one, Omar. This is an old one. This is just one I posted months ago. But because it's still like this though, 100%. But like this is the equivalent of trading on YouTube, you know. Yeah. Ugh. But yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what trading on YouTube is. And it is what it is. It just kind of shows you human nature. But yeah, like I said, I guess my risk level for the rest of these is under 39 for AMD. I'm trying to give it some time, but I think that's going to be my risk level if it breaks underneath this right here. Just a lot of support there, resistance there as well. And so if it can't continue to push up here and bring the VWAP with it, I just got to get out. Very successful trade though, just too small of sizing. Yeah, I bet they do, man. SPY pushing up some. Maybe that'll help me. We'll see. Again, I'm just going to keep it here. Maybe I'll set a stop loss and kind of move on and try to find some other stuff. All right, Booty. Have a good day, brother. Alright, we'll see if we get this big move up on AMD. I kind of want to just set a stop loss for this one and hold it for the rest of the day and until it breaks that risk level that I gave myself. It might break the $half here, which would be lovely, but I'm only holding 50 shares here, team. I kind of wish I was holding a little bit more, but I guess I've taken profits at the right spot. You're a swing trader, are you correct, or are you? Yeah, market. I mean, we'll see what we get with the market, but Mitch took one trade today, small loss under $100. We'll try to be patient, but I guess I'll set a stop loss. Maybe I'll take a bigger swing here. Remember, guys, to hit the subscribe button. We do this live for free every day. So if you want to, I guess we could do story time. You guys want to do story time? Yeah, I feel you. We can do story time today. You guys want to do story time? We can do it. Nice, Ray Ray. Nice work, brother. Yep. Kind of makes sense. All right, well, there's the push. Like I said, I'll hold this for now. I've traded options before. All right, we could do story time. Like I said, I gotta kind of watch this AMD trade, so you guys yell at me if this one starts to go against me. You know, because I might not be paying attention because I might be doing too busy with story time today. Oh wait, it logged me out. Hold on, team. My bad, guys. There we go. I don't know why it locked me out there. All right, we can do story time today. So. Somebody requested how I originally got into trading. So we're going to start it off a little bit before then. So before I was a trader and did the whole YouTube thing and all that stuff, you know, I married my wife about 10 years ago, or I married my wife about 6 years ago, but I've been with my wife for about 10 years, right? And we moved to Houston from Louisiana about 10 years ago. During that time, you know, my wife has what's called the BRCA2 gene, which is a breast cancer gene, a super aggressive breast cancer gene. And so basically, she had like, everybody in her family has had cancer, breast cancer. And so she had like a 90% chance of getting breast cancer in her 20s. And so when my wife was like 24, 25, she had a bilateral double mastectomy, right? And so at the time, you know, after she had that surgery, she couldn't lift anything. So I had to basically quit my current job at the time when I was a bartender. Basically, I was a bartender at the current time, and quit my job at the time because my wife couldn't help take care of my daughter at the time and my son. And so I basically had to take care of my kids and be a stay-at-home dad while my wife recovered from that surgery or whatever. And so I had to figure out a way to make money from home since I couldn't really go out and work at that period of time, because again, my wife couldn't lift anything, because like with the double mastectomy, they basically they put expanders underneath her breast tissue, and she basically couldn't lift anything or like do like any type of pushing type of thing. So my son and my daughter were real young at the time, or my son wasn't even born, but my daughter was real young at the time, and she basically had to like carry them and lift them, and she wasn't able to do that because of the surgery. And so I had to quit my job and stay home. And during that time, I had to figure out a way to make money, because I had a little bit of money saved up at the time, but I didn't have enough to really keep us afloat for much longer. And so what I decided to do was start an Amazon business, right? I started an Amazon business. It was a used book business. I still run it to this day. It's what I do aside from the whole YouTube thing. And you know, I have a real estate license as well. So I do a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, at the time, I had to figure out a way to make money, and it actually was like a blessing in disguise, because the Amazon business did really well, and I was able to kind of run the business from home without having to really leave my house. And so I was able to kind of take care of my kids and help my wife out while she recovered, while running my Amazon business from home. And so, like I said, it was kind of a blessing in disguise in that regard. And so anyways, after doing that for a while, it started to be pretty successful, and I started to actually make enough money for me to want to start investing. Right around that time was when The Big Short the movie The Big Short came out, and my wife and I went and saw that in theaters. And to be honest, I had no idea what it was about. I had no idea what a short was at the time or anything like that. And so we went and watched The Big Short, and I loved the movie. And that kind of got me interested in the stock market to a certain extent. And so we looked up, of course, I did what all new traders do. And I Googled it, or I YouTubed it, and I found Tim Sykes and Foose and Investors Underground, and some of them are really good content. Some of them have really good content, by the way. I'm not hating on them. And so I learned a bunch about day trading, and I had a little bit of money saved, and so I day traded, and I got a SureTrader account, and I deposited thousands. During that time, though, I forgot to mention this. My wife's like reminding me to say it, but during that time, my wife got pregnant with my son after she had the expanders. So basically, after the double mastectomy, it's very hard for me to explain. So after the mastectomy, they remove her breasts. They put expanders in that stretch the skin out in order for them to eventually put implants in, right? And so when my wife had the expanders in, she became pregnant with my son. And then she became pregnant with my son and had to go through the entire pregnancy with these expanders. And so it was a big, long process to do that as well. And so again, I'm home running my Amazon business and helping take care of my pregnant wife and son and daughter at the time. And eventually I got involved in the stock market, saved up a bunch of money, and opened up a SureTrader account, and then lost all of it in like 3 months. Or no, less than that, in like 3 weeks. Probably like a week, really. I lost like at least a few $1,000s. And then my son was born and everything was fine. And I still had the Amazon businesses. And so it's not like I was broke or anything. But that's basically how I got started trading. And then I took like an 8-month long break in between that process. And because after I lost that first $3,000 or $4,000, like I said, you get that excited feeling of like, this is going to turn my life around. I'm going to go day trading, and next month I'm going to be paying my mortgage and paying my bills. And for a large majority of people, it's just not like that. That's just advertising. And so I took like an 8-month break. And when I finally came back from that 8-month break and kind of got the itch to trade again, I did much better. And so eventually I kind of started this channel, and you guys kind of see it from there. But yeah, that's the story of how I got started trading and kind of what led up to that part of my life, basically. That's it. The end. Yeah, man. Crazy story, honestly. But again, like I said, it was a blessing in disguise, because if none of that happened, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be there. The channel would have never been started. I would have never had my Amazon business. And so again, it was kind of a blessing in disguise. It actually worked out really well. And I wouldn't change it if I could, because again, if it didn't work out like it did, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't have the channel. I wouldn't have the Amazon businesses. It wouldn't have worked out the same. And so it was actually very good how it worked out. Yes. So, but yeah, that's the story. And just to clarify, my wife never actually had cancer. So like, my wife didn't have cancer. She just has what's called the BRCA2 gene, the BRCA2 gene, which is like a super aggressive cancer gene. And so again, her mom had breast cancer, her aunt had breast cancer, all in their 20s and 30s. And so she just had a huge likelihood that she would get it in her 20s and 30s. And instead of risking that, they did a precautionary bilateral mastectomy is what it was. And she had a few spots that ended up benign, so none of them were cancerous, but that's why she did it, just to clarify. All right, let me catch back up on the chat here. But yeah, that's the story of how I got started trading. Long story. I don't really trade that many penny stock secrets. Mostly mid and high cap stocks is what I trade. Yeah, I did hear that, Ray. I did hear that. I think I saw a TED talk on one guy that learned how to trade in prison. Yeah, thanks, Ray. Thanks, bro. That's right, Peter. That's right, brother. Hey, appreciate it, Laser. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. Like I said, we get more people that support us here than hate us. The haters are just louder, so to speak, Hey, appreciate it, Omar. Yeah, man. To this day, my son's healthy. Like I said, my wife got pregnant while she had the expanders, and so after she had my son, she had to kind of not immediately, but do the following surgery right after that. But my son is super healthy. You know, my son's super healthy. My wife's fine. Hasn't had cancer since. You guys saw her on the stream. She was on stream last week. But yeah, that's the story. She got to pick her breast size after that, and so it worked out. You know, it worked out for me. You know, and I'm happy with it. That's right, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Hab. Am I buying COD? Let me see. Oh, you mean Call of Duty? I'm not really a Call of Duty player. I'm more of a Halo player. I'll play some Halo in UFC. And yeah, nowadays with the advances in technology with mastectomies, it's all nipple sparing, and the technology basically makes it so that it's not like it used to be for mastectomies. It's not. Because previously with mastectomies, they used to have to remove the nipple and do all that stuff. Now it's nipple sparing, and the technology just makes it a lot better, you know. All right, so we're down at 45s, and that's it for story time today. Not a really funny story, but I think it's a good story. Yeah, so looking at AMD has just been chop city for the last few minutes. So we haven't really gotten much out of that yet. I'm just going to be patient with it. Like I said, maybe I'll set a stop loss. Maybe I'll get out if it starts to rip up here. We'll see. Maybe I'll add to it is what I was trying to say, but we'll see. We'll give it some time. Yeah, what I mean by that, Mareste, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, is that after the mastectomy, they let you pick the new size. They let you pick the new size. And so naturally, you know, my wife picked the larger size. And so it worked out for me when they eventually got the implants to come in. So it worked out. It worked out for me, is what I mean by that, you know. Yeah, Halo, man. Halo. I'm for Halo, man. I've been waiting for Halo. I didn't like Halo 5 as much. But I've been playing Halo since I was like a kid. You know, my friends and I used to always play Halo together. But yeah. She was on stream last week, Laser. So she'll be on stream. She'll probably be on stream again. She'll be on stream again probably next week. Not today though. But she was on stream. I don't know if she hasn't been on stream this week, but she'll be on next week, I'm sure. She's usually on stream at least once a week. But yeah, go check out last week, and you can look at the thumbnail, and that's my wife. She's on the thumbnail from last week. Yeah, she does. We get way more subs when she's here. You know, I actually get people like having her back. They're like, be nice to her. I get emails from people saying, be nice to your wife. Like they're like talking smack to me over High of the Day on Netflix. BBBY is getting closer there. BBBY kind of looks like a triangle here, though. Somebody asked me, did I... they got kind of a movie. It's kind of like a Halo movie. Did you find a new strategy to become a successful day trader? I don't think there's any one strategy that's going to get you there. I just don't. I think that it's more so accumulation of I talked about it yesterday. Being successful as a day trader is not just strategy. It's using the right strategy at the right time under the right market conditions, calculating risk reward in every single trade you get into after conditioning yourself to take profit and follow your plan to a T, and with a little bit of luck thrown in there is what being consistently profitable looks like. And if just one of those things is off, then the whole system is off. And so it's all about having the right system behind every strategy you use. It's not just about one strategy that's going to make you successful. Yeah, BBBY starting to break. I appreciate it, Secrets. Thanks, man. That's right. You never lose being you. Yeah, 100%, man. It's like I tell my daughter, man. If anybody, one thing I should take my advice. Like I said, I told you guys the perm story of my daughter this morning. The one thing I told my daughter was that laugh at yourself, right? If you can laugh at yourself, they have nothing. They can't say anything to you. So there's the breakout finally on AMD, and so I got to be able to laugh at myself for being a little bit too emotional about the haters. I should probably laugh at myself a little bit too much, a little bit more than I do. But yeah. That's what it's about, team. So there's the breakout. Now we want to see this $0.5 level hold a support at $29.50. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want to see. BBBY breaking out. AMD, like I said, we want to see AMD hold this support here now at the $0.5 at $29.50. But yeah, BBBY breaking out there. Looks like honestly, BBBY looks like a triangle breakout here. Like, look at this. So I could probably draw it out. It might look a little bit better on like a longer term chart. But if we look at this here, look at that. Pretty solid. Let me see. You got a little bit of an upward trend line here. Like that, maybe. But yeah, that's what BBBY looks like. Now back to AMD. Not a bad little trade on AMD. Again, though, we just want to see 59.50 hold a support. We also want to see the VWAP move up a little bit here. Because unless the VWAP moves up much more than it is, that means volume's not really up there to accompany it. And if we look at the volume bar, it kind of tells us the same thing. Like, yeah, we got a big surge right here. But you got to understand, like, the VWAP is a volume moving average. So if the VWAP isn't following it up close, then volume's not necessarily there to accompany it. And the chances of it pivoting back down closer to the VWAP or closer to neutral go up. The farther a stock moves away from the VWAP. And like, yeah, sure, sometimes you're going to get stocks that continue to move up or down even though the VWAP's pretty far away. But that's really how you're supposed to use the VWAP in that way, is to analyze where the volume is and if it's following the stock up or not. All right, there we go with AMD, though. It's up to 1040s. Yeah, brother, let me know if you get anything. I'll throw you up. We got Forrest Gump in here. Sprint is under $10. Let's look. All right, we're at 51s. Like I said, we want to see this $0.5 hold out. Like, that's the big thing with this one. We want to see the $0.5 hold. I could probably maybe add a little bit to this one, but I don't think I'm going to risk that. I think I'll just wait for some better entries. But we do have the SPY breaking highs here. It just broke the whole dollar of 298. So the SPY just broke the whole dollar. It's up to 298.09 now, 298.10. And so the SPY's ripping up here. So we do have some bullish action on the SPY. Yeah, no stress, MAP. Yeah, man. I mean, that's how you're really supposed to use the VWAP. And so I think that's what a lot of people are getting wrong with the VWAP, is like that's really how you're supposed to use it in that way. And I think if you really think about it from that perspective, it makes a lot of sense, right? Like if the VWAP and the stock are like way different, like if the stock is really far away from the VWAP and it's not like really following it up, then that means volume's not there to follow it up. And so chances are it's going to pull back. But again, it's not always. Nothing's 100%, but that's really how you're supposed to use it. All right, we're looking for this 29.50 level to hold here. We'll see if we get it or not, but we're kind of battling that level now with AMD. What's up, Donuts Don't Lie? What's up, bro? Thoughts on ABBV? Yeah, that one is about to break highs of the day, so that one does look solid. Big spread, but a big range too. Yep. ABBV kind of looks like a symmetrical triangle. I know somebody mentioned that. We are getting a push towards the high of the day. There's the high of the day break on AMD. I'm only on like 50 shares, and so I'm just really going to let this work, see if we can get moves. I've already gotten well past my reward target with AMD, and so I'm just kind of letting it work and trying to be somewhat patient with it. The SPY did pivot back and pull back and get rejected back below 298s, and so I think that's the big level with the SPY. Which one did you say, Mitch? Oh, that one. Let me see. Yeah, that one always just kind of stays choppy, though, for me. It's always like, look, you can see it's crossing over and under the VWAP just continuously. All right, we're at 29.55s. Like I said, I'm in with such a small share size now. It's kind of insignificant. I'm happy with the day regardless because I went from... Like yesterday I lost like $30. Today I'm down like $23. And then the day before that I minimized my loss as well. Well, yesterday I actually lost $50. But I've been keeping my losses very, very small this week. And so it's kind of a break-even week. It's not like a terrible week or anything like that. Again, I was down like $100 today. And so I'm down $23. Maybe I'll take another swing. We'll see. But I got to wait for a good setup. And if I don't see a good setup, I'm not going to force it. What about Ray Race? Oh. Hey, you'll get there, Ray Ray. Don't stress it, brother. Alright, well, we're still ripping up with AMD. Not bad. You know, not bad for what is this, 200, 300 share trade? Not too bad. You know, got myself down to almost less than $20 on the day, so very easy win. A very easy day. No serious moves. Gonna enjoy my weekend now. We're gonna let this work. See if we can keep breaking highs, of course, but either way, I'm happy with the day. And yeah, team, like I said, join our Discord. We do have a public Discord if you want to kind of continue to follow us and watch us day trade. So come join our public Discord. I'll post this link here as well. We also have a really good website where you can find a lot of good free info. And so yeah, here's our Discord link. Come check out our Discord out. We have over 1,000 people there now, and it's been growing really, really quick. And so we hope you'll join our Discord as well. Also, guys, if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here too. There's a lot of benefits to using them. New traders, it just makes sense for new traders in my opinion because you can get 14K in buying power with their base package. So if you pay for the intro package, you're spending $3.99 through my link. Once you're approved, you get 14K in buying power. There's no PDT rules, so you can day trade and short stocks as much as you want with instant settlement. And a big thing is, like I said, you can short stocks. Most new traders are not going to be able to short stocks. They're going to need a margin account, and so they're going to need like over $2,000 just to apply to be able to short stocks. And then you're going to have to pay finder's fees for shorting, locates, stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of money just to be able to short stocks as a new trader. And this is one of the ways I think it makes a ton of sense because new traders can spend $3.99. It comes with a trading course, access to the chat room, a demo account to trade with for a few weeks, plus a lot of other cool stuff. And again, I think it just makes a lot of sense. It's one of the cheaper ways that new traders can get involved and started in the market for very, very cheap. Like I said, for less than $400. And so I'll post this link if you want to check them out. Again, I think to be honest, I think most traders are probably going to lose their TradeNet account as well because I think most new traders are just going to lose. But there's the link if you want to check them out. My trading is very complicated. I mean, I don't think it is. I think that shorting it on pullbacks to the VWAP, setting a reward target of the low of the day and a tight risk above you is very easy. But again, I've been doing it for years, so maybe you're right. I don't know. Let's see my pullback, though. Let's see it. I might just take profits here, guys. We're pretty high. I've gotten a pretty solid reward target from this. And so I might just take profits here, team, after this rejection. Yeah, I'm going to get out. So $20, $21 down on the day. So the way it works, Ray, is it works kind of like a prop firm, right? And so there's a 70-30 split. So basically, like, they give you $14K with their base package, the intro package, which you can apply for it, but almost everybody's approved. And there's a 70-30 split. So it's like a prop firm. So basically, if you take that $14K in buying power that they give you and you bring it up to $15,000, they're going to keep 30% of that. But they only take it out of the profit. So they're not going to take it if you're down in the account, they don't take it out. And so if you bring it up to $15K, they keep $300, you keep $700. And then there's a max loss of $700 in the account as well. And so if you go under $13,300, they close you down. But again, you're spending $399, so you're almost getting twice as much in max loss than you're actually paying for it. And so the risk reward is solid in trading terms. But again, they have their pros and cons. Biggest con, in my opinion, is that there's not that many penny stocks that are available to trade. Like, you can't trade that many penny stocks on there. And so if you're solely a penny stock trader, they might not be the right platform for you. And you do want to understand that as well. But yeah, if you want a review of him, here's a review. Kind of breaks down the pros and cons. But yeah, I'm out of the AMD trade. Not a bad trade. Let's see how much I made total. I made almost $50 total. Not a bad trade. Down just around $20 on the day. Very acceptable. Makes my weekend much easier. And like I said, team, hit that subscribe button. We go live every single weekday morning for free on YouTube. We should have a bunch of good videos we put out this weekend. And so it should be fun to put some videos out this weekend. But if you want to watch us day trade, we do it live for free. We're not experts here. We're not gurus. And so if you're looking for experts or gurus, this ain't the place. But what we do is we show you what it's really like, and we actually show you our account balance and stuff like that. And so if you want to see what it's actually like, this is the right place for you. Hit the subscribe button. Let me go ahead and upload my trader view just so you guys can see it here. I'm going to put myself right here for now. Appreciate the sub, Kyle. We got a few other subs, so I appreciate those as well. I'm going to put myself here for now, and so I can go over kind of my trader view stats for this week. That's a little bit too big. Let me make this so you guys can see it. Alright, so if we look at my trades views or my reports views, here's my graph for the last 30 days. If we upload these, I just want to make sure you guys can actually see all of this. You can't really, so I'll show you this. There we go. Alright, and so if we upload this, go to historical data trades. When was the last one? On the 9th. It's the 11th. So we're going to miss today's trades for sure. Oh, wait, we need the 10th to the 11th. There we go. Wait, it's not going to upload today's trades because today's the 11th. All right, so we'll just put last day trades. Reports view, import, choose file, last day trades. Alright, so let's see the pullback here. Yeah, a little bit of a pullback, but not much in gross profits. Details. Yeah, I'm running about a 56% accuracy rate. Not terrible. My weekly average is great, you know, but got a few stuff I got to work on. Been a little bit worse week for sure. But again, guys, like I said, if you guys want to see how transparent I am, like watch. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these trades up until September 1st. We're going to go back. All right, so here's where September 1st starts. And we're going to delete all of these going back to September 1st. And we're going to clear these. Wait, I didn't do it, did I? All right, look, I'm just going to do it this way. So watch. So we're going to delete all of this. I actually did it the wrong way. We're going to delete all of this. And then we're going to delete all of this. I don't feel like uploading past December 1st because you have to do it weekly. That's just going to take a long time. We're going to delete this here. We're going to take this and we're going to start at December 3rd. We're going to delete these two. And then we are going to take this. Go to trades. We're going to go from December 1st and we're just going to start uploading all of these trades. December 1st through the 7th. Pick my platform here. I already named these. I'm just going to say Sep Uno. We're going to do it in Spanish since I've already done this once. Sep Uno, as you can see, Sep Uno, upload. Let's fix this to September 1st, shall we? All right, there's one. And we're going to go from the 7th, or we're going to go from the 8th to the 14th. We're going to name it Sep Dos. Import trades, choose. Sep Dos, upload. And we're going to go from the 15th to 21st. Filter, export. Sep Tres. I'm going to upload this too. Quick access, Sep Tres, upload, refresh. We're going to go to, we're at the 22 up to 28, filter, export. Sep, I don't know how to spell Quattro, so I might spell it wrong. I'm just going to do, that might be wrong. Sorry if it's wrong. Import. Alright, then we got the 29th up to, what is this? The 29th up to the 5th. Cinco. Sorry, I'm doing it in Spanish because I think I've already done this. Like I said, I'm just trying to show you guys, like, this is actually my trades. The reason I'm doing this is because somebody said that after the stream today, I'm going to like make a big gain off stream. And like, I'm just trying to show you guys, like, the trades I make off stream are real. So I'd rather just upload these live so you guys can see what I'm actually doing here so that you know, like, all of these trades are like real, you know. And then this week wasn't that hot. What is it? From the 5th. We're going to get from the 6th. Up into the 11th, which is even with today. Now it's October, so I'm just going to do October 6. Alright. And again, I'm just doing this so you guys can actually see, like, the trades I make off stream are real. And so, yeah. Gross profit, $1,398. If we look at my stats here, this is my graph from this period of time. And so, yeah, did it live so you guys can see. Like, if I trade off stream, I'm actually trading off stream. I'm not, like, lying about it. And here is my graph, my stats, so you guys can see it. 56% accuracy rate. Some weeks are obviously better than others, and it's been a solid few weeks. But this is my graph. Had a really nice period here in between the 12th and the 2nd of October where I had no losing trades and gross profits. And really in the last 30 days, I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losing days out of 24. Out of 24 trading days, I've had 6 losing days out of 24. And so my daily accuracy is, let's see what that's going to be, 6 out of 24. And so that is what, 18 out of 24 win rate. 75% daily accuracy in the last 24 trading days. So not that bad. I mean, my per trade accuracy might not be that great, but my daily accuracy is 75%. And so that's definitely sustainable, I think. I just need to, like I said, I need to tweak some stuff here and work on some stuff. Just going to review this now. And I wanted to do that live, like I said, so people can't say that the trades that I'm making off stream are not real. And so I kind of uploaded all of that. Like, this is my real graph from the last week and a month or so. And so, like I said, I wanted to do that so people can't claim that I'm making wins up after stream. You know what I mean? Like, this is my real graph. You saw me upload it live on the stream. And again, if you look at how many days I've lost, like daily accuracy solid, it's 75%. Like, this is my real graph. And so, yeah, not bad. Still got some stuff I need to work on for sure, but we're going to keep pushing, Just trying to be transparent. Yeah, 75% solid, man. I'm happy with it. Like, 75% is good. My daily accuracy, again, though, like, I'm trading too small. And so it's like, I'm trading too small. I don't have enough confidence in my trading. And that's the issue. That's the biggest issue. And I can be very honest and transparent about that. My biggest thing is, like, I need to work on scaling up in size and then just getting used to that bigger sizing. Because, again, you can see, like, my trade accuracy is well over 50%. My daily accuracy is 75%. But because I'm trading small when I should be trading big, it doesn't reflect as accurately as it should, But yeah, like I said, I do that because sometimes you will see me trade after stream, and sometimes I'll post about trading after the stream. And I don't want people to be able to say, oh, you're not really getting in those trades. Those trades are made up, and you're really losing on the day and cherry picking your winners and showing somebody that to try to justify it. You guys just saw me upload my stats to TraderView live. Can't fake it. And so, like I said, the trades I'm getting in after the stream are real. And, it is what it is. But we'll see. I got some stuff I got to work on, but I'm getting there for sure. Not that long, Secrets. Quattro. I was close, I think. Yeah, this is live, Norman. What's up, bro? Yeah, this is live. Yo. What's up, Norman? You agree with my thinking? Yeah, man. Like I said, I have some stuff I got to work on for sure. And, there's some mistakes in my trading. Of course, there's errors in my trading and how I'm trading. But again, I think that my stats are good enough to probably push to do this successfully as a career. But I need to focus on fixing a few little holes in my trading. Like, I have to tweak some of my trading and maybe build some new rules around it. But overall, I think my trading's solid. I have to trade larger. I have to be okay with taking a little bit larger losses. Maybe should expand my max loss to a certain amount. And yeah, I mean, that's basically my trading for the past month and 10 days, month and a half or so. But yeah, Norman, this is live, bro. But yeah, guys, that's it for the day. Like I said, go check out. You want to use the platform I'm using? I'll post this link here. And you can go check them out. Like I said, there's some benefits to using them. You get with their base package, you get 14,000 in buying power once you're approved for the funded account program. There goes AMD breaking out some more. There's no PDT rule with the funded account program, so you can day trade and short stocks. Comes with a trading course, access to the chat room, and a demo account to get your feet wet. And it's one of the ways new traders can get started in short stocks for very cheap. Operates like a prop firm, and so there is a $700 max loss, and there is a profit split of 70-30, only on profit though. But I think I think the fact that new traders can get started for less than $400 and be able to day trade with no PDT rule and short stocks, I think it just makes sense. And so here's the link if you want to check that out. Appreciate the sub, Sat. Welcome to the team, bro. But yeah, that's it for the day, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Remember, hit the subscribe button. We do this live for free on stream every weekday morning. And so hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every single weekday. And so, yeah, guys, that's it for today. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. We'll have a few videos that we put out this weekend, so be on the lookout for those. And, yeah, team. Appreciate it, Secrets. Later, brother. Later, Norman. Later, Eagles. Appreciate it, Yosemite. Thanks, brother. All right, Ray. Good luck, bro. Hey, man. Good luck, brother. I hope you kill it, man. I hope you do well, bro. But yeah, guys, that's it. Hit the like button. Smash the like button if you appreciate this content. Hit the like button, guys. So I've been reading, researching, watching videos, and I think I'm ready to take a chance. Any suggestion for a $2,000 start? That's a loaded question, Tori. That's a loaded question. So are you short biased? Do you want to short? Do you need to short? What kind of strategies are you trading? What kind of stocks are you trading? What kind of sectors are you trading? It's a loaded question. You have to answer all of those for me to tell you, for me to give you suggestions on where you should go. Yeah, appreciate it, Laser. But yeah, join our Discord if you guys want. I'll post our Discord link. Like I said, you can join it, and we'll try to help. I'll try to help. And so I'll post this Discord link as well. You can also go check out Trade Ideas, the best scanners in the game by far. I'll post this link. Trade Ideas, you know, there's a reason all the big-time traders use Trade Ideas is because they're legitimately the best scanners in the game. And so I'll post this link here. You can use promo code BT15 at checkout and get 15% off Trade Ideas. And so, yeah, go check that out, team. Like I said, that's it for me today. Going to go ahead and close it down. Have a good day, guys. Have a good weekend. I'll see you all a little bit later. And, yeah, remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday morning on YouTube. So hit the subscribe button, click the bell, and have a good weekend, team.